Good morning, everyone. It's Jen from Tarot Spirit, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. It's morning for me right now. Um,
We're tuning into your general love observation for this moment. As always, take what resonates, softly release the rest, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can stay connected with future messages. Now, let's see what love is bringing toward you. Okay, so I know the title sounds dramatic. And listen, I'm not here to scare you or make promises I can't keep, but something's here, like it's been quietly building. Um, how do I say this? You know, that feeling right before something moves in your life, not magic, not some cosmic plan, just that thing where your body knows before your brain does. If you're watching this right now, I think you might be there. Let's just see what comes through. So, what I'm picking up on is this sense of waiting, but not the bad kind. More like you've been holding space for something without really naming it, and now it feels closer. You know, when you wake up and something just feels different, you can't explain it, you just feel it. That tightness right here in your chest when news is coming, good or hard, but real. I think you've been in this pause, this stillness, wondering when things were going to actually move. Maybe you felt stuck lately, like waiting for some sign, some permission, some, I don't know, something. And I'm feeling like that waiting's wrapping up, not because it was meant to, but because you've been doing your work quietly. Hold on. Let me sit with this a second. It's like you've been planting things for months, tending to stuff, showing up even when it felt pointless. And now something's breaking through. I see this shift happening. People talk about this weird calm that shows up right before newness arrives. And I'm getting that here. Maybe you've been looking back lately, seeing where you were, noticing how different you are inside, even though nothing looks changed on the outside. Like standing there making your morning coffee and just feeling ready. Ready for what? Who knows? But ready. You've been clearing space without even trying to. Old patterns falling away, becoming different. And now there's room. For some of you, this feels like love stuff, not the fairy tale version, the real, messy, human version. Maybe someone's been showing up differently, texting more, acting like they're working towards something. Those conversations where underneath the casual words, there's weight, talking about nothing and everything. I'm seeing someone preparing to say something, to ask something, to change what's between you. Not as certainty, just as what's possible right now. But hold on. For others watching, this isn't about someone else. This is you finally choosing something you've been avoiding, sitting on a choice, a conversation, a move, and something inside's going, okay, it's time. Like you've been rehearsing this thing in your head for weeks, months maybe, and now you're just ready. Scary decisions get clear when you stop thinking them to death. When you just know, um, I don't know if that's your exact situation, but I'm feeling it. Picture this, sitting there staring at your phone, finally typing what you've drafted and deleted 100 times, and hitting send. Maybe you've been restless, like something needs to happen, but you're the one holding it back, standing at the edge and realizing the only block here is you. I see courage building, not the loud kind, the quiet kind that just moves. That relief when you stop waiting for perfect timing and just pick now. This week, maybe even today, something shifts because you let it, not because everything aligned, because you stop delaying your own life, like exhaling after months of holding your breath. Maybe this surprise isn't out there. Maybe it's in here. You surprising yourself. Let's pause. Um, I'm feeling like some of you get something unexpected this week, a text, a call, an opening, something that makes you go, wait, is this actually happening? Maybe you've been hoping for something quietly, not forcing it, not talking about it, just holding it. Things you stop chasing tend to find you. You let go and suddenly it shows up. Not magic, just space, like checking your phone and seeing a name you weren't expecting. Heart skips. Not scared, just, oh, there you are. Um, this shows up small too, not always dramatic, quiet realizations. Noticing something about yourself you didn't see before, a strength, a line you won't cross anymore, a clarity, looking in the mirror and seeing someone more solid. That moment when you realize you grew without announcing it, without posting about it. You just did. I think that's the real surprise. Not what's coming, who you became while waiting. Let me just sit here for a second. You've been in this cocoon phase, hidden, changing, doing work nobody sees. And now emerging, people treating you different lately, looking longer, asking more, sensing change. You didn't announce anything, but they're noticing anyway. Walking into a room and feeling how you hold yourself now. Not arrogance, presence. I see that happening. Right before life shifts, people stop trying to control everything. Stop forcing. Stop pushing. Stop performing. They just be, maybe that's where you are. In that I've done what I can do. Now I'm just here, space. And that's when movement happens. Releasing a breath you didn't know you held. The surprise might be ease after all the struggle, all the waiting. Just ease. Hold on. Something tender here. For some of you, this moment's about making peace, not with someone else necessarily, with yourself, carrying guilt, regret, that voice that's too harsh. Something's ready to put it down. Like forgiving yourself for something you didn't even know you were punishing yourself for. Stopping being your own worst critic and becoming your own friend. That shift changes everything. I don't know if that's yours, but I feel it. Lying there at night and feeling actual peace, not because everything's fixed, because you're okay with where you are. That acceptance, that gentleness with yourself is less than #0. 5 is greater than let's the next part begin. Life doesn't move when we're gripping tight. It moves when we soften, unclenching and realizing you were holding on to nothing anyway. I see that release. Whatever's coming, you're ready. Not because you planned it, you just became ready without trying. Feeling strangely calm right now, not numb, not checked out, steady, standing on solid ground finally. The change isn't external chaos, it's internal clarity. And that shifts everything else. Breathe. Tomorrow or the next few days, holding potential, not guarantees, not fate, openings. Something small happens that ripples, a conversation leading somewhere new, a decision unlocking other decisions, honesty changing the whole dynamic, the beginning of something you can't fully see yet but feel building. First day of spring when the air is different, even though nothing's bloomed. Noticing a shift in how someone sounds, their energy, how they look at you, realizing something changed, possibilities, not certainties, possibilities. Whatever unfolds, you choose how you respond, what this moment means, what you're open to, what you're protecting. You've got more say here than you think. The surprise isn't something happening to you. It's realizing you've been ready all along. Take what lands, leave what doesn't. Trust yourself to know which is which.